So, I don't even know how we're gonna start this off, because it's like it's kind of died down. We're getting ready for school, and everything,
Right.
So everything is kind of died down on everything. So it's like
Yeah.
there's not too much to talk about. It's like we just
Yeah.
kind of pick up here and there. I do have an interesting tidbit that just came up to me today that tripped me out.
Okay,
Okay,
go ahead. Talk about it.
you know how? Okay, this is Marvel related. You know how Thor 4, they're
Yeah.
bringing in Lady Thor.
Right.
Okay, now Jane Foster, uh, what is that? Natalie Portman's character and everything. In the
Right.
comics, she becomes Thor, so
Right.
that happens. Now in this one, she's gonna become Thor, and in the comics, she got so much shit about it. Or not her character, but the comic, Marvel got so much shit about
Yeah.
making a female Thor. Like, why are they changing the gender of Thor? Like, no, he just at one point became unworthy, and they passed it on to her, and she was worthy for it, so
Yeah.
she took Thor. So it was just a passing of the mantle for a little bit.
Yeah.
Not like he didn't come back. I mean, he came back. It was just like
Yeah.
depression happens.
Yeah.
So in this story in Thor 4, Love and Thunder, that's
Yeah.
what they call it, Love and Thunder.
Right.
Now you know how Valkyrie is the ruler of New Asgard. So
Correct.
she is the queen. Well, in this movie, she is going to have a queen.
Is that right?
Yes. So
Ah,
and
okay.
everybody knows what Tessa Thompson, she had a little fling with Janelle Monáe last summer.
Heard
And
about it. Heard
yeah,
about that.
and
Yep.
I didn't even know it randomly ended, or if they're still. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it was just a fling. Maybe it was just something. Who knows?
Right.
Janelle Monáe used to say she wasn't anything, and then all of a sudden she just comes out and she's banging all the hot women. I'm like, all right. That's what Janelle Monáe is doing. Like, all right, you keep it secret, let it come out. You've already got yours, and you move the hell on. I got you. Okay, keep it discreet. Keep it private. That's what you're supposed to do. But it's
Okay.
I'm waiting to hear that part of social media blowing up.
Yeah. I mean, it may not blow up like that, man. People, they kind of tiptoe around those topics around, so because everybody know if you say too much, stuff happens. Doom,
I
doom,
see a
doom.
spider over here in the corner.
And there's the random occurrence.
I'm
All
just
right.
looking over here. I'm just like, why is there a spider? Oh fuck! I'm gonna have to kill that. It's over here in the corner of my workstation. Fuck. All right, but
It's plotting on you. It's gonna get you
it's
tonight.
plotting on me. That's what I'm talking about. Like, hey man, I'm not doing nothing to you, man, and you don't do nothing to me, man. You just keep if there's some random bugs that come in here. You just keep them at bay, and I'll leave you alone, bruh. But no, it's they they gave so much. I mean, because like she's going to be the first openly gay character in, or yeah, openly random letters in alphabet organization character. She's gonna be that person, and
Yeah.
they brought it up in Thor 3. Thor Ragnarok. They brought it up in there because it was they when they brought it up, like she was supposed to be like quote unquote questionable, and that's the reason why, because
Mhm.
like the person that died in that whole battle of the Valkyries versus Hela,
Yeah.
the main person that died, that was like the main Valkyrie, the comic book Valkyrie, blonde hair,
Yeah.
Amazon time, and that was supposed
Yeah.
to be her girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So her girlfriend risked her life for her, and that's why
Yeah.
she's love struck and all that, all weepy eyed for it, and yeah, now it's like, okay, now she got a new chick. We don't know who this new chick is,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like, okay, yeah. It's just questions. Like, I don't care either way.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I mean, that's kind of just the point for us to get to a point where we don't care, I guess, or it doesn't become news anymore. It's just regular stuff, and everybody just do their thing, and you just kind of keep it moving, I guess. I don't really like it. It doesn't bother me at this point because I don't care. I mean, Cap gone, so after Cap is gone, everything else, I'm just like, whatever, man. It doesn't really,
Cap is still
whatever.
there. It's
Yeah,
a new Cap.
yeah,
It's Black
yeah.
Cap.
It's cool, it's all right. Still, it's not the same. But anyway,
He's gonna have a
anyway,
gun.
yeah. Who knows? Guns and wings, apparently.
Guns and wings. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, it's just it trips me out how, like, when you go, like, everything you put out, like, they're putting out all this good quality content for us to be watching. And then we call
Yeah.
it content because it all goes in the same thing, whether it's like content creating, like what we're doing,
Right.
or what they're doing. It's all for entertainment value.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all for knowledge, passing knowledge or enlightening people. and
Hmm.
they're doing everything that they need to be doing. Matter of fact, just
Right.
released, I heard today that when you get Hulu, if you have Hulu, it's going to be the Disney Plus streaming as an add-on for Hulu.
Mm.
So basically, like, because Hulu has it where you can add on HBO Go or whatever, and then the Showtime Pass or whatever it is. So you can add those on and have access straight through the app. So that's what Hulu is going to have. It's
Okay.
another app within Hulu. I think you're
Oh,
still going to be able to get Disney Plus by itself. But if you
yeah.
already have Hulu, you can just add it on. That way, you don't have to sit there and go through and try to find another way to open the app.
Oh, okay. So
So
kind of like for like Amazon Prime or something, they have the
yeah,
same apps on there. You can just click on the app like Netflix or whatever else.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna work just fine because I have Hulu for free. So I'm like, hey, yay! I ain't gotta download another app. It's just right there.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get that, man. I probably have to go ahead and get that Disney Plus. There's a lot of stuff I want to see on there. So it should be good, man. Should be
Oh, you're
good.
gonna
Should be
need it for the
good.
kids, bro.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
I'm,
Yeah. I mean, it is
I
brought
mean, the
up.
kids you're teaching, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Gonna need it for them. I mean, speaking of, all right, so this weekend I ended up catching a show randomly called Pinky Malinky. Apparently, it's
Pinky
uh
Malinky.
Malinky. Yeah, it was the show I saw on Netflix, and it's one of those shows, one of those cartoons that's pure comedy for adults, but
Okay.
it's directed at kids. It's like a Nickelodeon produced cartoon. You know what I'm saying? But the humor in it is so silly, man. It's so funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like clearly this is meant for, I guess maybe parents who have kids who have to watch this stuff with them because the stuff is hilarious. Like I
Is
would
this on the
definitely
lines of
recommend.
like Rocco's Modern Life,
Yeah,
Ren and
something
Stimpy?
kind of like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not as raunchy as Ren and Stimpy. Like it seems innocent enough. It's
Right.
innocent enough, but it's some of the way that the jokes land and some of the stuff that's happening in there, you just like, this is pure comedy right here, man.
Hmm.
So if you ever get a chance, check out that show, Pinky Malinky. Watch like about 2, 3 episodes in it, and you can be like, okay, I see what you're saying. I get that. And so in the midst of that, on my road trip back, I decided to pull this up on my phone and kind of just have it playing, you know what I'm saying, the background or whatever. And I realized my Netflix didn't work. Now, I'm like, what's going on? My Netflix not working. And so I'm looking at my email address that's, it's automatically kind of loaded in there. And
Right.
my password is, associated with my email address. So I'm seeing it, I'm pushing the button and it's not working. Email address is invalid. What? How am I'm looking at it again? Marcus? Yep. Yep. Yahoo. Yep. Okay. Password? Not working. Do it about 3 times, right? Doesn't work. So now I'm confused. I'm stumped. You know what I'm saying? I said, well, let me call my customer service person. Maybe it's something going on. Maybe they're down. Maybe I just don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever. Call them. Guy answers the phone. I'm talking to him, telling my problem. He said, oh, okay. Can you tell me email address? Tell me email address. He said, oh, it looks as though your email address for this account has been changed and it is located somewhere in the Philippines. No, this is Mexico. It's in Mexico, somewhere in Mexico, and they changed the settings to Spanish. To Spanish.
Gotcha.
So somebody got my Netflix account and changed it to something in Mexico and Spanish now. So that was weird, but I got it back. I was able to recover and get everything back. But the fact of the matter is, I don't know how I went from watching Netflix on maybe Thursday, you know what I'm saying?
They
Maybe
took
even
our
on
jabs.
Friday.
They
I
took
came
our
back
jabs.
and it just boom. They took that mug, man. I couldn't watch Pinky Malinky. I'm trying to watch Pinky
They took my
Malinky.
shows. They
They
took my
took that
shows.
mug, bro. They took the whole thing. Because the dude was like, do you want to start over? You can just start. I said, I don't want to start over. I want all of my stuff back that I had been watching, all my videos and my stuff. And I got it all back, though. It was cool. But still, they try to get me, man. They try to get me.
Just for everybody out there, just let you know, password 1 doesn't work for all the time.
This guy.
So your password is password 1234. Okay. Okay. See, they were able to figure that out in like 3 tries. Really? How did they figure that out? Should I left it at a lowercase p? No.
And they got me, man. I'm saying, in Mexico, like, how does this happen? I don't know how that happened, but they got me. But
Bro,
be careful out there, man. Be careful out there with your Netflix
bro,
account there.
it trips me out like how people can do stuff like that because it's like we're paying for this, and as much as Netflix is going up, that's fucking borderline. That's grand larceny. That's like you're
Yeah.
fucking stealing that. That's a felony. Damn it.
Yeah.
Because Netflix is damn near gonna be $20 soon, and we're gonna pay it because they give us some decent content, even though they taking away some stuff, bringing some stuff in. And Disney Plus is finna throw them out the water because they ain't gonna have all the Marvel stuff on there. So,
I'm
they
still
ain't.
sad about The Office. Actually, The Office is the only thing that's leaving Netflix that I'm actually upset about.
Well, that's in another
But
year.
yeah, I know, but still, it's part of my summer tradition of watching The Office, and I like that show. It's very funny. Michael Scott is funny, and Jim Halpert, and Pam Beasley, Dwight Schrute.
That must
Ah,
mean that must mean you're a Billie Eilish fan.
I'm just not even sure who Billie Eilish is, but
Oh, you don't know who Billie Eilish is, little white girl? I think she raps or sings. She can actually sing. She sung some stuff I heard before and like randomly, and she actually has a decent voice. But little white girl, yeah, she always puts like random Office clips in her videos and her songs. She's like
oh,
a huge
that's
Office
interesting.
fan.
Yeah, that show was great, man. It's
Oh
great
yeah, I
TV.
know.
Like,
I've watched it through, and it's funny as hell.
that and Parks and Recreation. Parks and Recreation is
I
also
just
pretty
started
funny.
Parks and Recs.
Parks and Recs is silly, man. It's silly too. It got to be the same people who make it or something. But yeah, yeah,
It
there you
was
go.
all NBC, and I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
I think because NBC is supposed to be doing its own little streaming service too. I don't know why.
everybody want to stream. I don't even know what the NBC
Everybody
has.
everybody's gonna start their own little thing, lose money, and then sell it
Yeah,
back out, and that's all they're
yeah,
gonna do. Like you're fine where you are. You don't need. Everybody doesn't need a streaming service. Just like they said, everybody doesn't need to be an entrepreneur. Everybody
yeah.
don't need a streaming service. Okay.
They're gonna find that truth out in a second. It's gonna hit them. The only people that are gonna be successful with it is Disney because they have enough content on their own that people actually want to watch and will pay for. You know what I'm saying? And they got a whole bunch of new stuff to get you enticed in there. The Marvel stuff alone is dope. Then you got the rest of the Disney movies, the old stuff, the vault, all stuff that's locked away in the vault and all that. So yeah, Disney gonna be all right. But everybody else, I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't recommend
Yeah,
it.
I'm glad Disney is doing it at such a low price
Yeah.
because they can do. I mean, think about it, that's $6.99 a month.
Yeah.
And as soon as the Marvel movie comes out, like you can go watch in the theaters in a few months. Or in a couple months, it's out on streaming.
Right.
It's like 6 months, 6 or 7 months, and it's out there on streaming. So you don't have to worry about buying the DVD, even though I already pre-ordered Endgame, already paid
Yeah,
for
I
it.
need to
Best
do
Buy
that. I need to.
Steelbook that comes out in a couple weeks.
Oh.
So
Hmm.
yeah, I gotta go make sure to get that because and then I'm gonna fuck around and sell those Steelbooks because it's like I don't watch them. Ever since I did a little setup in the background, like my Blu-ray player ain't even hooked up.
Uh,
It's over there on the couch somewhere. Like I don't know, it's just stacked up with some other stuff. Like I haven't even hooked it back up
yeah.
yet. So I'm like I'm never really watching it right there. So it's like, yeah, who
Hmm.
knows? It is what it is. That's why we have streaming sticks and fire sticks and glow
Right.
sticks and all kinds of
Right.
sticks. Just so we don't have to get up. And that's the whole point of the movies, is you don't have to get up and go do that.
Yeah, go and physically put the copy in there. But we are lazy.
The,
we
the
have
world
become
the world is so fucking
lazy.
lazy now. I mean,
Yeah.
everything we want, like it's funny how like when we talk about like the world is so lazy. Okay,
Hmm.
think about it this way. Instead of going to Google some information, somebody would post it on Facebook. Hey, what happened here? And wait
Yeah.
for somebody to reply to, rather than like, you could have Googled that faster and got the
Yep.
answer. Like you didn't not know
Move
how
it
to.
faster.
Like you didn't even have to speak full on English for Google to figure that one out. Like you could have misspelled
Yeah.
every single word, and Google would have figured out what you were trying to say. Oh, this is what you meant, right?
Yeah. The
No,
thing that
no.
made me the most the thing that makes me the most lazy that I realized about myself, Ruben, is Uber Eats. I said, oh, I discovered that and just
So you the one
I have
paying.
a
You the one
vehicle that
paying.
works.
You're the one paying $18 for a 6-inch Subway sub.
No, I mean you gotta find good deals on there. You found some good deals on there, it's all right. But like when I realized Uber Eats, I said, oh man, I don't feel like going nowhere. I can just have all the food delivered to me. This is great. Yep. So Uber Eats made me really lazy, man. So sometimes I have to force myself to get up and get in my vehicle and drive and somewhere and get something if I want something sometimes. But yeah, that's just how lazy we have become.
Yeah,
That's what we need to do. We need to come up with a way to do that. We need to come up with a way that it exploits people's laziness and then make that into a thing.
Disney streaming. Your kid ain't got to go outside. Just put it on the Disney streaming. Put it on the Disney Channel and let the kids watch. That's all it is. Kids know how to work tablets. Kids know how to work
Yeah.
fucking laptops. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. we have so many, like, it's, how they talk about, like, the difference between the older generation and the millennials and the younger generation at the generation Z or whatever the fuck.
Mm.
um they're talking about how there's such a big gap, and I'm like, there's not really a gap. It's just, misunderstandings there. It's,
Right.
they work hard for everything. Yeah, but didn't you work hard so we didn't have to work hard? When, I mean, I remember being told as a kid, I work my ass off so you don't have to work your ass off outside. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then you get mad. It's just, now we're trusting the company. Somebody said this. Shout out to Bernard because he said this shit. He
Yeah.
said, because we're trusting the government and all these local authorities and all these people of bigger statures to run
Yeah.
this country, and they have to get their grandkids to teach them how to use their cell phone.
Mm.
If
Yeah.
that didn't hit
That's
home,
real.
I'm like, how can we be progressive moving forward when the people who are making those decisions aren't
Uh-huh.
even progressive thinkers like that?
Yeah.
Not
They
saying
just
that they
wanted. They
weren't
just wanted to
20
get
years.
there,
Not
man.
saying
They
they,
just
they
wanted to
weren't
get there.
20 years ago or 30 years ago. They probably were. But
Yeah.
now they're not. I mean, because you need that mixture between old and young. Young people come up with these ideas, and old people are like, oh, this is how we can make this work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
everybody's in competition with everybody. Nobody really wants to, everybody wants to be number one, and nobody wants to be number two.
Yeah.
That's
Nobody
why
wants to be
people
number
go.
two.
Everybody goes into these interviews lying about themselves and who they are and how they are and what they've done in their world. Goes, oh, you ran for president before, have you? What? That's on your resume? like who puts that on a resume? I ran for president. President of what? The United States of what? But I mean, that's how people are
Yeah.
lying. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because me. I go into an interview and I'm not gonna lie on what I have. I'm gonna be
Right.
100% truthful, because if you hire me, you're not gonna be questioning who I am, what I am, how I am when I get in there. You hiring, you know what you're hiring when you meet me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas everybody else, they put on this facade, this mask, and then
Right.
as soon as they get in the job, gotcha, bitch. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't want to lie about something like that, because then you could probably get a good job and then fuck around and lose it.
Yeah. Because you don't meet the qualifications. You don't to keep that job. You know what I'm saying? It's real, man. People, but we do that. People make up things and try to pass themselves off to be things they aren't all the time. In a place that we know as social media, we see it every day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, that's just part of the game, man. And I think that's what happens. Social media makes you feel as though you can do that in real
Mhm.
life, and you cannot do that in real life because
Yeah.
there's somebody out there knows who you are for
Yeah.
real,
Mhm.
and that truth will come out. So yeah, man, I think that the age of social media has people, stroking their egos a little bit too much and puffing their chest out and things that's just not
Yeah.
quite accurate.
Not accurate
Yeah.
at all, and that's the beauty of social media. Like, you get to
Yeah.
be whoever you want, whatever you want, wherever you want, whenever you want, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is who you are, and then they get to meet you, and you don't catfish the hell out of everybody, and not physically like who you are, just like mentally
Yeah.
who you are. Like,
Yeah.
if you meet me out in public and I'm on your Facebook friends, you'll say hi to me. Well, you probably on my friends list, and I've never seen you.
Yeah. Could be that. Yeah.
You're
I
probably on my
mean,
friends list, and you're probably posting a bunch of stupid shit. There's a difference between posting out some depressive stuff, like you're
yeah.
seeking help, and then
Right.
people reaching out and trying to help you, and you don't want nobody's help.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, a lot of people think that somebody's trying to pity them or belittle them on who they are. It's like, some people just actually care about your well-being and will reach out that hand just to help you out, and you don't want to reach back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like there are ways that you can go about doing that, man. People actually need that help. You know what I'm
yes.
saying? There are people who, so you can message on the back end so you don't have to do it all out in the open and, see if you can provide, just a, listening ear or something like that to help people out, man. But that's not even okay. So my thing is this. I would say that part is cool. You know what I'm saying? I believe that social media does have its good side to it.
Right.
So there are things, a lot of good positive things that can come about
Right.
from it. Like, like our, what I'm saying, teachers are awesome thing that we have, what I'm saying, that we're going to have to be talking about later on or whatever.
Yeah.
But there are other moments, where things go a little too far. People get offended on social media, what I'm saying,
Oh yeah.
posting a lot of extra stuff on social media, a lot of negativity, a lot of just like the two worst days I always say are Father's Day and Valentine's Day. Those are the worst days ever in life to be on social media. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
it's just an interesting place, man. It affects us a lot. You said the circle of life moves us all. I say social media affects us all. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
And
And I
yeah,
didn't sing that part.
listen.
No, I agree with you 100%. It's like, I, it, oh God, and you brought it up on your Facebook page talking about double standards, this and there's so many double standards in this world because it's because
Yeah.
nobody really understands anybody else. They're trying to figure out everybody else's problem from their own problem.
Yeah.
And the only way you can become a good active listener in trying to help somebody else's problem is say fuck your problems and have to go in their shoes and understand it from their viewpoint.
Right.
Just because you've seen some stuff doesn't mean this person has and understands the world just as you do.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the social media is just a big black hole of icky, sticky, gooey mess that just you just kind of stick in there. You don't want to wear your good shoes in there. You kind of just want to be in there in some like some runners or something, or some like steel toe boots that you don't mind mess. Some Timberlands. Some Timberlands will be perfect for walking around the social media.
Yeah, man. You gotta have to be, you just gotta be mindful of who you're dealing with. Because as you
Yeah,
stated earlier, man, some people are real on there, and some people are
yeah.
not. You know what I'm saying? Some people do things just to get others' attention or to bait people into things because they know that this is a
Oh
hot
god.
thing to, so I'm gonna say this statement and then I'm gonna back away and I'm gonna let people fight it out in the comments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
And
just
so
they
those
just
things
open
happen
the
all the
door, they pull
time. You
that
know
pin
what
and
I'm
that
saying?
grenade, they throw it in, they close it,
Yeah,
and they
so kind of like that little Homer Simpson meme. He kind of just bags into the bushes. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like that's what social media is, man. And the double standards parts that you alluded to, man. We talked about that the other day on the page, and it's all rooted in people not. Nobody wants to follow an order or any type of thing that makes sense. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I feel like it's a very simple. Life is its own little simple thing, and you have a lot of cool little guidelines. That if you follow this, you'll be okay. But be like,
Yeah.
no, I don't like rules. I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. I'm just my life, free will. I'm gonna do this stuff. And then when we get outside of that little safety net, try to do things our way, we realize,
Yep.
but you don't like how you treated out here. You don't like what's going on outside of this. And now we have problems. Double standard this, double standard that, whatever, whatever, whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. We cause problems and they get mad at them.
No, I agree with you 100% on all of that.
Yeah.
It's I, I don't understand how because you can just sit back and scroll through
Mm-hmm.
the icky sticky gooiness of Facebook and see all those bitter posts, those double standard posts that are coming out. Everybody wants a guy to be this typical guy, the typical
Yeah.
gentleman, Prince Charming, all this and everything. But it's like okay, just because you want him to be this doesn't mean you have to be that bitch of a person to want that person that way. I'm like, you gotta, it's give and take. Like he's gonna accept me flaws and all. No, you got some personal issues that need to be fixed, and you need to
Yeah.
go fix them yourself. Because
Yeah.
everybody else has tried to help you. A man is not gonna help a woman fix her shit until she's ready to have her shit fixed.
Man, the disparity of memes, man, there's so many memes for women out there, man. And a lot of them be bogus. Like, a lot of the memes are just bogus, man. I'd be like, this isn't how life works. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has issues. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has issues. Everybody has some kind of flaws within their personality because they think and they were raised this way. And it may have been a little
Mm-hmm.
weird. It may have seen something that was they think it's right, but it's not necessarily right. You know what I'm saying? All the way. So no, you're not perfect. You're not some Princess Peach that's sitting up in the castle waiting on Mario to come save you. You know what I'm saying? That's not how this works. What happens is, you know what
No,
I'm
wait, hold
saying?
on,
They
hold on,
get
hold on.
filled up.
That is perfect. Actually, no, they are Princess Peach. They are Princess Peach or Princess Daisy because they're always getting into that shit and always getting taken off to some castle. And they have to rely on some good dude to come by and try to save them. Captain Save a Bitch. And they gotta come try to find this and go dig through all the ooey gooeyness of Facebook and get all kinds of power-ups just to try to make it through this journey, just to get there and goes, oh, she's in another castle. Oh, you saved her. Yay. And then in part 2, her ass got kidnapped again.
Yeah. The thing about it is, if I would go back into that Mario analogy we're using, is that they don't even understand that they are Bowser and the princess at the same time. They are kidnapping themselves and putting themselves away. You know what I'm saying? Bowser is the king. Bowser is them. You know what I'm saying? It's their own stuff that they have going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's locking the princess person or side of them away. All the insecurities. You know what I'm saying?
That is going to be a Facebook post. I'm making that a Facebook post after this.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot to go on. And I'm not just saying that for them. I mean, men have our own Bowsers too, or whatever.
Yes.
But for the sake of this particular conversation, they have a Bowser. They're kidnapping themselves. They put themselves up in a castle, and then we got to fight through all of this stuff to get to the princess person. You know what I'm saying? Now, how big your Bowser is depending on how much stuff you've dealt with. You may have baby Bowser. You know what I'm saying? Maybe your Bowser isn't as big as other women's Bowsers, other people's Bowsers, but
maybe your Bowser is just a bunch of booze.
Yeah. Yeah, you look at them, they turn away and run.
Oh God! Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
That's it, though, man. I believe I think that's what's going on in the world.
Oh, bro, that explains it. I think, and everything you're saying, you know, you're not just putting it all on women, like, you know, like you're bashing women. It's just, you know, it's both sides. You know, if you're saying you want to be the man in a relationship, be the man in a relationship, own up to stuff. But remember that you are dealing with your own battles and everything. Don't just sit there and say, I'm going to man up and tough this up, because manning up is probably one of the worst statements ever to tell some kid growing up. You got to man up. Now, if you got like you got hit playing football and you got hit real hard, oh man, you got to man up a little. That's one thing, you know, it's like, it's football. But you know, it's like, if you're just going through some mental shit because daddy ain't there, or parents and family members are addicts and this, and you're coming up in a broken home, now you done deal with some mental issues. Yeah. Before you can say you can man up, you got to deal with those mental issues. Some people deal with it at an early age. Some people deal with it at a middle age. Some people deal with it getting older. It all depends on when you're willing to jump over that line and deal with it.
Yeah, and then manning up, man, is dealing with your stuff. I think that's the misconception that people have. Every time you think of manning up, you think of some kind of physical thing is going on, right? You know, I'm strong, so I can. But your mind is not like that. Your mind is not a muscle. You know what I'm saying?
They want you to man up and ball up your feelings and bury your feelings. I'm like, but don't bury your feelings. It's okay for a guy to cry. It's okay for, you know, because it's an emotion. Everything is linked. Now, I'm a side note. Have you seen the new trailer for Tom Hanks' Mr. Rogers movie?
I have seen that. It was great. Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
I loved it because Tom Hanks and the person that was like, there was a chick that's really connected with with Mr. Rogers. Like she was in like his right hand person, and she wasn't in the movie. She didn't give any input on the movie. And they interviewed her afterwards and they said, why didn't you do this? I said, there is nobody that can hold a candle or paint the image of how he was. He was just that special of a person. Yeah. And I was like, that is a statement that you would want somebody to say about you once you're gone. That is even if hopefully they're saying about you now, but that was one of the most, and what really I'm telling you, the last 10 to 15 seconds of that trailer, I was in tears because he was in a subway. It's a bunch of kids and adults of all different races singing the theme song to him, and he's just smiling, and I'm like in tears, because it's like that is a very touching moment. It was like everything he's done, all he was pushing out there was love each other, be well to each other, do good by each other, you know, and he got all these people of all these different races to do that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really argue nothing like that, man. It's too good. Some things are just too good to bring down. You know what I'm saying? And that seems like Mr. Rogers is one of those one of those people. And to go back a little bit to the whole manning up part and
Yeah.
the stuff like that and the men crying and all of that. Mentally, man, like the only thing that's really different about us is that we may have, we have more testosterone than women. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else in the mind is basically the same. Our hormones, they kind of drive kind of all the rest of the stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But man, we got the same emotions. You know what I'm saying? Now, how you deal with those is different. Now, me personally, as a teacher, you know what I'm saying, especially a teacher of little kids, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I understand the whole, boys versus girls and the whole kind of how you got to come at it because we are different. We do have to acknowledge that we are in fact different. I don't know why everybody want to make us seem like we're some kind of fluid thing. No. We are male and female. We are different. Now you can't debate that. You can say how you feel up here chemically in your mind, but
Yeah.
technically we are different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So there may be certain things you could say to a little boy versus saying to a little girl, and it will come off a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like me, for instance, I always use the money analogy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go and just throw my money away outside and let the birds and the ants and whoever else get it and just, close my door and go back inside. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell my students of all, whatever, like, hey, don't waste your tears. You know what I'm saying? Save your tears for something that's worth it. Because, you know what I'm saying? Cry about something that's actually worth crying about. It's okay to cry. You know what I'm saying? Because what you don't want to happen is somebody who can't handle no. You don't want people growing up in the world, because that's another thing that social media does. It babies you a little bit too. So you want to tell them like, hey, spend your tears on something that's worth spending your tears on. You know what I'm saying? There are many things in life that don't require your tears. They don't give them your tears. Don't let them see you cry or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There are other moments. Yeah, Mufasa died. You can shed a tear for that, especially if you're 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're 5. Yeah, cry that out. You know what I'm saying? But no, somebody took your pencil, you got the pencil right back. You don't cry about that. Like, you got it back, it's yours now. You have it in your hand, it's in your possession. Don't cry about that. But no, so yes, man, we have to acknowledge the differences. We have to give men the same type of emotional support that we give women and stuff like that. But like I said, it's a long way coming, man. Guys don't do the stuff that women do for each other. We just kind of don't. Like we may have a conversation, but you've been on social media this summer. Ruben, how many girls trips have you seen? I've seen so many women just taking trips and just out on the beach and stuff with their bathing suits, bikinis, just having girls trip this and da 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 da. Dudes don't really be doing that like that, man. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like not to that extent. You know what I'm saying? We may link up.
Yeah, I think guys more link up than anything because guys tend to make the get together what it is. And anything. Yeah. 2 of my oldest friends, we talk to each other whenever we can, but it's not like we just link up as much as we can. It's just sometimes we got things to do, this and that. But when we get together, awesome, it's hilarity. It doesn't matter where we get together.
Where you are. Right.
Yeah, we enjoy the moment for what it is. We don't have to go over to a beach and send out all these thirst trap pictures just to say, I'm out here with my friend. I'm out here with my friend. We're out here. Girls trip.
Yeah.
Man, we can go to fucking Hooters and just have some drinks and just chill and make everybody in the area laugh just because it's us.
Yeah. We don't operate like that. And I think those are the things that I feel like this just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I don't want to go to a beach with my friends like that. No. You can do a couples trip. Like, I want to go to a beach.
I think couples trip
without a woman. Yeah, a couples trip could work. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. But I don't have a desire to say, hey, Rube, let's get me, you, get Steve Paul, get Lloyd in there, man, a couple of your friends, a couple of my friends. This is all the fellas go to Cancun. You know what I'm saying? Like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Are we all single? Are we going for a different reason? You know what I'm saying? Are we going on a mission?
We can go to Cancun. We all got separate rooms. And I'll see you when it's time for the plane to go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nobody's doing that. We don't do it. I don't know. Maybe somebody does. I feel like I may have seen some guys do that, but even if they have done that, their mission was to go over there and get on some chicks over there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah. That's the reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what women do. Who knows? They may be having, but who knows? But
you know what? And guys don't, and no homo behind this, but guys, it's okay to go with your guy friends and y'all go to a fucking spa and have you a spa day. I think every guy deserves their own spa day because you got to take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. And it's tripped me out because people tell me, man, I'm like, It's just a facial, a massage, take care of your feet. It's like you're trying to look presentable, aren't you? Just go.
Yeah. Now I don't see anything wrong with that spa days and all of that. I'm down for that. I like that. But even in that moment, I still feel like I was kind of just want
Because
some estrogen around. I want some estrogen
yeah,
around.
like no, I don't want no dude massaging me. No, 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 no. We ain't going that far. Like, no, Bert. No, I don't want you, Bert. Hey, give me her. Give me the
Ruben,
4 foot
you're
11
real
chick.
tense, Ruben. You got some tense, tense in your back.
What's
Ruben.
wrong with you, Ruben? I see you got. Let me work these shoulders out. Let me get. You got a knot right here. I got this for you, bro. Nah, bro, get away from me, man. I don't want to be like, hey, man. You got some strong hands, man. Get away from me. But it's just the whole thing. It's just the whole taking care of yourself because I think most of us are afraid to step out of our comfort zone just to go enjoy something.
Yeah.
I got friends that go and like I don't smoke, but I'll go to some folks when they do the cigar bars and everything. I'll just go with them to hang out with them. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I just go out for the atmosphere to hang out with them.
Okay.
And it's just simple things like guys can go somewhere and find it. Don't guys can go somewhere the most simplest place and act a fool, catch up, joke around, and it don't matter.
Yeah. Don't matter at all, man. It don't matter at all. You know what? No, you know what I've been noticing though? A string of things that been coming up in social media as we keep kind of tying it back to that. Over the course of a couple years, man, I've been seeing this increase in anything that men enjoy. It gets titled or labeled as gay, right?
Oh
and
God, yeah.
in a way to try to put it down. You know what I'm saying? Like they tell us, like you can't enjoy brunch. I remember that was a thing. I said,
brunch is amazing.
Brunch is the best thing going out here, man.
It's food.
What do you mean? It's food and drinks. Like, how do you turn down food and drink? Breakfast, food, and drink. That's the best combination ever to me. And they tried to say, son, there was a woman that did it. Like, it wasn't like it was dudes saying it. Ain't like dudes trying to say, oh, man, no, it was chicks. Like, they were trying to detail. I don't know if they just trying to lower the numbers of people who go to brunch so they can enjoy it more. I don't know what their meaning behind it was, but they were really trying to take that away from us, man. I'm like, you can't take brunch from us.
It's okay. It's okay to do that. It's okay for a guy to compliment another guy up to a certain point. Up to a certain point.
Everyone, let the record show that Ruben put a cap on the amount.
Yeah, there is a cap. Like it goes there's a certain level, but it's like for some guys you can say, hey, that's a fly outfit. Leave it at that.
Yeah.
Leave it at that. You don't have to go into details on why it's fly, on why no. Hey, bro, that outfit's fly. Oh, thank you. Done.
So don't tell him that you like the way it's hugging his shoulders.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Don't tell him that. I got you. Duly noted. Duly noted.
Say, bro, that shirt fits you just right, man. The way the shirt, because it curls up right here, man, it'll fit you. No, bro. Man, I like the way them shorts are just right. I'm like, bro, you stop.
Hey.
But compliment. The one thing is like I always got compliments on my beard when I had my beard all the way out. Yeah. I got a lot of compliments from women and guys. And matter of fact, I know it was one woman that complimented my beard and my shirt. And we were at the mall, and as we walked by, I heard the guy say, "Why are you over here complimenting?" I'm like, "Oh shit." Dude got pissed off at his girl for complimenting.
Out here breaking up happy homes out here, man.
It was like I was like, she just gave me a compliment on my shirt. I was wearing a Ghostbuster shirt, and she would just compliment. It's just a compliment. The dude complimented my beard, and she complimented my beard and my shirt. Yeah. I'm like, well, because she one upped him. I guess that's why he's all upset. And I'm like, I'm a fat dude. This dude was all big and buff, and he got all intimidated. Like, dude, it's not even that serious. We're not going that far. Stop it. It's just a compliment. But I used to, like, when I first had my beard out, I think I was very cautious about that. I didn't like getting compliments from other guys about my beard. I think that was one of my biggest, like, oh, bro, I like your beard. Say, bro, stop that. No, we are not going that far. But it's just, after a while, it's just like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You come from the barber.
When guys complimenting you.
Yeah,
man,
when you come from the barber and you get a nice fade, and some guy compliment, hey man, I like your fade, man. Where he goes like, oh, thank you. Yeah. They may have had a fucked up haircut and they saw yours. Like, oh, that looks fly. I like the way they did that. I think once we can get out of our little, I guess, our little shells, our little
Yeah.
cautious zones, and just step out of. The world ain't that bad on that on getting to that. It's just people being people,
Yeah.
coexist.
Nah,
Nobody's out
man.
here trying to offend you. Nobody's out here trying to whoop your ass. And it's people being people, just coexist. Everything ain't got to be offensive.
It does not. Everything does not have to be offensive. Uh, so you brought up something. You said that the guy kind of got a little, like seemed a little intimidated. You know what I'm saying? When a girl tried to, compliment your beard and your shirt. How do you think compliments go on social media? Do you think that those play a part or a role in relationships? How that can affect that? You know what I'm
I
saying? Do you
think
think
that's
people
I
get
think that's a
offended
little
with
I,
that?
I think it's a little bit more deeper than that.
Tell me more.
Because you know how when it comes to um messages, like whether it's hopping the DM or just commenting or something, liking something and liking something a
Hmm.
certain way, putting certain emojis on it. Some guys do
Right.
get offended when the girl gets a compliment from another guy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's because those women don't put it out there that they're in a relationship. And you don't have to. I mean, it's social media. You don't have to put out all your information. If you want to,
Yeah.
you want to. But,
Yeah.
some of these women do entertain that. They put those thirst trap pictures out there to get the likes. And that's what they
Yeah.
want. Because you know how women want compliments. Those are their
Yeah.
compliments. But in a
Yeah.
message, in a text message or anything else, it's hard to
Yeah.
convey the type of message. Like he just may be saying, "Oh man, that is a beautiful outfit on you." Versus you
Yeah.
probably in public talking about I'm gonna fuck you. No,
Yeah.
it's two different. It's two different messages that's being conveyed here. That's how he sees it. And you trying to fuck my girl, dude? You trying to fuck my girl, dog? No, it's not even that far. It's just more of a. Now, don't get me wrong. There's guys out here that are following these thirst traps and just in the DMs trying to go after these women. So
Yeah. Yeah. They there. They
they there.
exist.
They
Yeah.
there. Even when you're in the pictures with your dude.
Yeah. They there, man. Dudes there, they don't care. Women, they don't particularly care either. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have to go above and beyond to let it be known that if you're taking, you're taking. But um,
So
you
how do
know,
you
yeah.
feel? How do you feel? You post up one of your pictures
Yeah.
of you dressed up all fly, and
Hmm.
you getting start getting a bunch of likes from guys. How do you feel?
Um, I mean, I don't know. I feel all right about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, I mean, I like guys' pictures. I've been forcing myself to do that actually more often, is just to actually like guys' pictures too. You know what I'm saying? Because if they got like a fit on that's cool or some cool sneakers or something, you know what I'm saying? I'll go ahead and double tap because I actually do like it. I feel like if the thought crosses my mind, like, oh, I like what he has on. You know what I'm saying? But then I just scroll past it. I feel like I'm being funny about it. I'm like, am I being weird about this? I don't want to be weird about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can like his picture. You know what I'm saying? I can like
Yeah.
the outfit. I can like the shirt. Because some people actually take things. I look at the fist. I mean, I think I look decent in that. You know what I'm saying? I can rock that. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. You know what I'm saying? But so I figure dudes do the same for me. You know what I'm saying? They'll see me if I'm dressed up. They probably be like, I mean, I like that suit. I like that tie, that shirt
Yeah.
combination, or whatever it is, or whatever like that. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So that part doesn't bother me. Um, I think that if a dude tries to actually like shoot his shot at me or something weird like that, then that's the part that becomes a little odd. That's the odd part. And somebody actually alluded to us talking about this. Somebody wanted. I'm glad you brought this up, Ruben, because one of the usual suspects is a guy. He hit me up and was like, "Hey man, you need to talk about how." You know what I'm saying? Guys be trying to hit on other guys, even though they tell them no or whatever. I'm like, what? This happened? It happened. I didn't know this. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm like, you like, man, it happened more than you know, man. I was like, yo, I did not know that existed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it
I just felt
exists.
like dudes, like, I mean, I feel like if a dude's trying to shoot a shot at another guy, and the guy was just like, hey man, I'm not, I don't roll that
Yeah.
way or whatever.
But
Then I thought it would be over with, but I didn't know they would keep coming and be persistent. I didn't know that happens.
oh, there's some dudes out there that are ruthless about it. Uh,
Uh,
it's crazy because okay, like one of my mom's friends.
yeah,
I've been knowing him since I was like 8 years old, and he was gay. That's when I first learned about like homosexuals and all that stuff at an early
yeah,
age. So he was telling me about this, and he tells me the story like because my dad used to bag on him all the time about gay jokes,
yeah,
and it was fun. I was like at a kid, I'm like that's funny because wait a minute, that's messed up.
yeah, yeah,
But he's laughing at it. And I was like, you get to ask him like, why are you laughing at those? Are like mean jokes. And he said they were all out one time,
mhm,
and some guys, because he was, my dad used to go out. My stepdad, 6'4" black dude. My
yeah,
mom, 5'4", Mexican chick. So
Yeah.
they go out to the Tejano clubs and do a line dance. It's funny when the old pictures of my dad in like the Mexican wear, the tight jeans and the cowboy hat
Yeah.
and the pointy boots. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. So I was like, that's not culturally appropriate. But he they were all at some club, one night, and some
Mhm.
guys try to, like wanted to beat his ass for that because he was because how he was. He
Yeah.
didn't hide it. I think he hit on somebody and they wanted to whoop his ass, and then my dad jumps in front of him.
Yeah.
Granted, like it's like big dude. Everybody else is like 5'10", so
Yeah.
he's like, hey, you got a problem over here, and he's like, he goes, this is my friend, and he goes, man, he's over here, and he goes, so what? He goes, I'm gay too, so what?
Yeah.
And he was just like, I'm hearing this story, and I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's like, he put that out, and it was like, that's at a young age I realized like a lot of gay people are not bad. It's just they're normal people. They just have different interests.
Yeah.
And
And people are still people, man. Like I
yeah,
think that's where we
if
get things.
we post it all the time. Hey, shoot your shot. Go shoot your shot. So
Yeah.
somebody shot their shot with you and you didn't like it. Like, oh wait, hold on, I'm not on this court. I'm
Yeah.
the next game.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and just don't be offended by it. I don't understand about the constant trying to get it. I mean, trying to
Yeah.
turn
That's the
somebody.
part that's the
Like
thing that's the thing that was the part that the question came about. It was
yeah.
like,
I was like,
so if this is the
whoa.
thing that happens apparently in the gaming community or I don't know, but the person was like, hey man, y'all need to talk about this. And I was like, I don't really know what to say about it because it hasn't happened to me. You know what I'm saying? That hasn't happened to me. So I don't really know like that part. But I would say that anytime somebody tells you no, they're not interested, regardless of who you're interested in, you should fall back. You know what I'm saying? Because
So no guys ever
that's the
shot the
rule.
shot with you?
Oh, somebody has before. You know what I'm saying? It probably, I mean, especially back in them new Facebook days, like when Facebook was kind
Yeah.
of new and you didn't really know how to get your settings together. You was just accepting everybody as a friend because you just thought this is what you're supposed to do. Man, yeah, man.
Hey man, I like
Yeah,
your jacket. I like your line jacket, man.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be weird, man.
No,
But
it's definitely weird. It is definitely weird. I
it's an
remember.
odd feeling. It's odd because you get so used to being like, chicks line your DMs, oh, you handsome. Oh, I think this and this and this.
Like,
And
oh yeah, oh yeah.
you automatically put like a deep voice when you try to read it from him. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
Say, bro.
man,
You can't start off.
looking real cute up there, man, in that picture, bro. You know, hey, what is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's a little different, man. A little different.
It doesn't like you don't you start off, you're like, excuse me, ma'am, hey girl, it's not like say bruh, no, you say bruh, like, excuse me, I'm trying to go around you, say bruh, I'm trying to get around you, say bruh, you're in the way, say bruh, can you sit there? No, I was like, say bruh, what are you doing tonight? Like, what?
Oh, man, it's odd. But just as a tidbit of information for anybody out there, because summer shenanigans be going on, but cuffing season or AKA fall foolery is around the corner as well. So
Yes.
know that the rules for shooting the shot, man. I'll say go for who you want. Be lady, guy, whoever. Go for who you want. It's not. Don't wait on somebody else to shoot their shot. Shoot your shot. You shoot your shot. You never know. You may hit it. You know what I'm saying? Also, if the shot that you're receiving isn't a shot that you want, learn how to turn people down in a respectable way. And also, if you get shot down, if they don't accept your shot, learn how to accept that in a respectable way. You know what I'm saying? Just follow, and then move on to the next basket, man. There's plenty of baskets out there, man.
Yeah.
Don't dwell on it.
Do you just call women baskets?
I mean, that's everybody's basket. Everybody's basket. Technically, I've been a basket before. When people shot their shot at me, I've been a basket. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Everybody.
Yeah, and I think it's like that with a lot of people too, and like it's the whole shooting in the shot. If somebody from the same gender as you wants to shoot the shot, just turn them down nicely. If they persistent on it, just go on and block them. It's not going to go anywhere. Just go on and do what females do to the rest of the guys. Go on and block them. It's not going to hurt, but it's going to happen from time and time again. It's going to happen. All you have to do is not be offended by it.
Yeah.
If your best friend can come up to you and tell you a mama joke, then a guy come over. Now, if a guy comes over there and invades your personal space and grabs you on your ass or something, then that's a totally different story, different scenario altogether. Then now we're talking about assault, or it's just two dudes working it out, whatever the hell. So it's just be cautious of how you go. No is a very powerful word to some people.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But you got to realize when it's in the dating game, don't think of no as a powerful word. Just think of no as like, oh, next turn.
Yeah.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good out there, man, because that no is going to lead you to your yes. All you have to do is be successful once. All it's saying.
We're all salesmen. We're all salesmen.
Yeah. All you need is one. All you need is to be successful one time. It's like having 100-point quiz. And all you need is 1 point to pass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get that 1 point. You good.
Speaking on that, like when you finally get a yes, do you think it's true that more guys fall first before women? Are we too late in the cast?
I don't know, man. This is where we would probably need to have a female opinion on this, because I don't know.
I think we are. I think we're gonna have to get a couple of women on here,
on the show, and get them give us that. I do think that's great though. That's the question of the day. That sounds like a question of the day. But who falls first? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that would be great, because that type of show, or just that type of question, is because everybody falls for people differently, because it's the vibes, it's the chemistry. Yeah. It's how to, and I say to everybody, everything can be broken down into science and art.
Yep.
And it's the chemistry the vibe, the chemistry that you feel from somebody, and it's the art of actually going to speak to them.
Yeah.
The art is actually getting them, not to swindle them into liking you, but just, talking to them and getting to know. There is an art form of actually getting to know people.
There is.
Because, I know me, myself, I'm very, very blunt on a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to dating, I like to ask questions. I try to figure people out, and then I get to that point of like, oh, well, maybe I don't need to be figuring everything out.
Yeah.
I think that's what dating is, more of figuring out in a timely manner.
Yeah. If dating is, if you said that part is art, then I would say that my paintbrush is humor. And
there you go.
Humor is a very important key to have, because if you get somebody to laugh, that means if they're laughing, they're smiling. And they smile, they feel good.
Hold on.
And that's it, man.
Hold on. Not only are they laughing, when they laugh, they're kind of closing their eyes or squinting, so their vision is impaired, so they can't really tell how ugly you are.
This guy. But you got to be able to make people laugh, man. I feel like you can be as attractive as you want to be, and you be boring. Nobody wants that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people want people they can look at, they can feel like, oh, I'm proud to be with this person. This person may be attractive, but I like the way they make me feel more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I like the way I feel around them more than I like just looking at them. You know what I'm saying?
And like Will Smith said about Jada and everything, and what Jada said, that you have to have your own happiness. You have to be happy. Yeah. You can't. Nobody else is going to give you happiness. They're going to give you stuff that makes you happy, but in the long run, they're not going to make you happy. You have to be already happy. And I've said happy a lot. But that's the whole point. Like, you have to be in that mood of yourself. If you don't love yourself, nobody else is gonna love you, and you're not gonna be able to love anybody else fully.
That's true.
Don't be your own. Don't be your own Bowser.
Right. Don't be your own Bowser.
I think we can leave it at that. Shirt. I think we can.
Yeah, we can leave it at that. Yeah, we can leave it at that.
Don't be women, guys. Don't be your own Bowser.
Be your own Bowser. Don't be your own Bowser.
That's gonna wrap it up for us today.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And anything else?
Temporary.
Anything else? You got any shows you want us to watch?
Oh man, I'm trying to get into The Boys on Amazon Prime. That first episode was raw. I gotta catch up, man.
I've been watching
this weekend, but I gotta catch up.
I've been watching. You actually got to sit down, put your phone down, and watch it, because it's very detailed. Yeah. And it's very raunchy. And I was like, but I'm liking it. I like that dark grittiness. So
yeah, I'm about to get into that in a minute. Yeah, watch The Boys on there, man. Know that juice is temporary, sauce is forever. Know that you are blessed. Know that you are loved, man. Applesauce is out.
No matter what you're doing in this world, no matter what you're doing in life, be great at it. And also, teachers are awesome.
Yeah.